Welcome to the Autauga Football Review with Coach Bobby Carr. Coach, we played Clarke Prep this past week, first round of the playoffs. Good home win. Just talk about the game as a whole.
Yeah, thought defensively we played pretty good, pretty sluggish, inconsistent on offense. We got to get better. It's kind of a weird night. Ball didn't bounce our way. A couple questionable calls by the officials. But that's going to happen. We got to overcome that. Great teams overcome that kind of stuff. But the good thing is we made some adjustments and figured it out in the second half. We came out and played like we're supposed to.
Talk about the offense, Coach. Sluggish start. Do you think it had anything to do with senior night? Had a lot of distractions. I know we tried to have senior night a couple of weeks back. Didn't really work out for us. Had a game canceled. Had to move it to the first round of the playoffs. Cold weather. A lot of factors. Do you think that's just kind of, was that some of the factors that played into it, or maybe just not clicking right now?
Yeah, I don't know. We can always look for excuses, but we don't allow our guys to make excuses. So at the end of the day, we got to figure things out, and we got to overcome whatever's in front of us. And again, we're not at a point where we need to be making excuses. We need to be executing on all cylinders, and we've got to fix some things, and those are things that we can control. So again, the weather is what it is this time of year. Sometimes the ball's not going to bounce your way, but great teams overcome those type of things, and hopefully we'll come out clicking on all cylinders this next week.
Go on the defensive side of the ball, Coach. Face a team that threw it probably about 90% of the time. Knew we were going to have our hands full in the secondary, which I think we like that challenge. Think he ended up throwing 5-6 picks this past game. Just talk about the defense and just kind of how the secondary played.
Yeah, our secondary is as good as you'll see on any level from our division to Class 7A. So we felt, and our front's been doing a really good job lately. So we felt like, we were going to have the upper hand there if they did come out throwing it, and obviously we did. We had 5 interceptions, and Kyra had 3, and Patrician Freeman had 2. So again, we felt good about that. Again, we just got to get better on offense.
Going to defense, Coach, Kyra Long got Defensive Player of the Week this week. 3 picks, played a new position. We moved him to safety this past week. Just talk about Kyra and kind of what he's been doing for the team.
He's doing a good job. Wish he would have played at a younger age, because he might be a college football prospect if he would have been playing at a younger age. And obviously he's always played baseball, but seeing him come out and play basketball last year, and how he helped you in basketball, and then getting him to come out in football this year, he's an athlete, and athletes find a way to produce and help their teams win, and that's what he's done. He's found a way on the field and made plays in the secondary for us all year.
Good deal. When we come back, we'll talk to Kyra Long, Defensive Player of the Week. Welcome to the Autauga Football Review, Defensive Player of the Week. This is Kyra Long. How you doing, Kyra?
I'm doing good, Coach.
Kyra, you got selected as Defensive Player of the Week, had 3 picks, playing a new position, playing safety, beat Clarke Prep, first round of the playoffs. Just talk about the game.
Well, the game was fun. Defense played good. We know they like to throw the ball, so we was looking for that.
Going into playing safety, what is the differences playing corner, and then all of a sudden for this past week we moved you to safety? What's the differences in playing both those positions?
Well, in safety, you can't get beat behind, and DB is different because most of the time you got covering one dude. Well, at safety, you got to look at both sides.
Talk about this, Kyra, just for a little bit. You're more of a baseball guy. This is your first year playing football. Just talk about the decision going into decide, hey, my senior year, I'm going to play football.
Well, I thought about it a long time because, I never played football before. Parents never let me play football. And, they were scared. I was scared because I didn't know what was going to happen to me. But I'm glad I decided to play.
This week coming up, going to the second round, we got Patrician, very hard-nosed team. With their type of offense, there's not a lot of throwing going, involved. So what is your role going to be this week, and what do you think about them?
Well, my role this week is to guard my receiver, make sure he doesn't get open, and make a couple tackles. But this week, they run the ball a lot, so we're gonna have to stop them.
And last thing, I'm gonna let you go. Give me your best impression of Coach Tubbs.
Coach Tubbs, punt team when we don't block. You know what? I'm going to have to find 10 new players because y'all was garbage. Y'all cannot block for crap. I'm sick and tired of watching this.
That's Kyra Long, Defensive Player of the Week. Welcome back. Coach, let's go on the offensive side of the ball. We had an offensive player of the week, Emma Winland, our kicker. She was 100% with all of her extra points. Just talk about Emma and the challenges of having a female kicker on the team and just kind of what kind of job she's done this year so far.
Emma's always been a part of our program since I've been here, being a water girl. But seeing her kick, play soccer this spring, and I knew that she was going to be okay because she's a perfectionist. Not just on the ball field or on the soccer field, but in the classroom as well, and the way she carries her life. I knew that she would be successful for this team, and she's just like one of the guys. So we're happy where she's at, and hopefully she'll continue to do good things for us.
Good deal. When we come back, we'll talk to Emma Winland, Offensive Player of the Week. Welcome to the Autauga Football Review, Offensive Player of the Week. This is Emma Winland. How you doing, Emma?
Good.
Emma, you got chosen as Offensive Player of the Week. You were 100% on your extra points. This past week against Clarke Prep, first round of playoffs, we got a big win. Just talk about the game and just how you made all those kicks this past week.
I like to try to get the first one in, and after I get the first one in, it kind of boosts my confidence for the rest of the game. And then once you have about 5 in, you know you have to make them all because your coaches they tell you have to be perfect and nothing else.
Good deal. It's kind of a different situation with us having a female that's playing football, but which has happened one time before with us at Autauga a couple years ago. But just talk about your decision and just wanting to play football.
It took a lot of convincing for my parents, and I don't know, I just saw it as a fun opportunity my senior year. I knew I wasn't going to have another chance because this was my last year, so I just wanted to take the opportunity when it was there.
So you being a soccer player, what is the difference between playing football and playing soccer?
Well, I have a lot more roles to play on the soccer field, so I'm constantly doing stuff at practice there. It's kind of a independent position with being a kicker. The technique how to kick the ball is a lot different too. That's one of the hard parts to learn is that you have to hit the ball at different places, and football is not round, so it's not going to do what a soccer ball does, and learning that technique took me a while.
Good deal. Couple more things. Being in a locker room full of boys, a lot of testosterone going on and stuff, but I know everybody kind of calls you mother hen, and you're kind of like, you just kind of take care of the guys. What is it like just being in a locker room full of guys and knowing that you might hear some things that you don't need to hear or stuff like that, but knowing you have 3 brothers, so that kind of probably had to play into that, right?
It's fun. It can be kind of weird. Kind of gives me the right to call them out when I hear something I don't like, or they're pretty respectful though. They respect when I'm around, respect me, and the things they say, they normally keep it PG.
Good deal. Couple more things. We got Patrician this coming up week, second round of playoffs. We win this one, we go to state. What do we have to do to get this victory?
Stay focused. We don't need to get big heads because this is the last round and we aren't really sure what could happen, but I think they're a pretty physical team, but we have our good players and we're going to win.
All right, last thing, I'm going to let you go. Coach Tubbs being your special teams coordinator. Give me your best impression of Coach Tubbs.
Don't suck.
This is Emma Winland, Offensive Player of the Week. Welcome back, Coach. We got Patrician. Second round of playoffs. We know what we're going to get. We're going to get a hard-nosed, physical team. Wing T again. It feels like we've seen a Wing T offense a good bit this year. Talk about the differences between this Wing T team and some of the Wing T teams that we played earlier this season.
Well, I mean, I'm worried about our guys, and the number one, they're physical. I know their coach Jonathan Lindsay's always going to have good plans, a good friend of mine, and their goal is to get 3 yards, chew the clock up, keep our offense on the sidelines. And watching their last 4 or 5 games, that's what they've done to their opponents, and they limit the opponent's offensive touches. So we've got to be really sound in what we do defensively. We've played really good defensively the last 3 or 4 weeks. But here's the thing: we hadn't seen a Wing T team in the last, since earlier this year. So it is going to be different. I think the last time we saw something like this was Pensacola Catholic, and we had our hands full. So hopefully our guys will be up for the challenge, and we'll be in the right positions to make plays.
Good deal. Just a couple announcements. Quarterback Club gun raffle is going to end this Friday. We'll draw this week at the game every quarter. Ticket will be drawn to win a gun. So please, if you'd like to buy a ticket, please see one of our players, cheerleaders, or football coaches to get that done. Also, second round of playoffs, please come and support these guys. Coaches, go get that win.
Sounds good.
Go Generals.